Okay, everybody, welcome in Liberty Street Rock here, back in the home gym. Lots to talk about, so let's get on the bike right away. Welcome in. We are live streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Welcome in, GPB coming in. I see you. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being here. Oh, hang on, I hear an echo already. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Lots to go over this morning, so just bear with me for a moment. Where am I hearing that music coming from? There we go. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, so lots and lots to go over and talk about, of course. First and foremost, as you all know, I'm here in Southern Ontario, Canada, and we have been in an extremely nasty heat wave, and I'm saying like nasty. Just to give you some numbers, we've been in the 32 to 33 temperature range, which is 90 to 92 degrees. But where we are here in Southern Ontario, the humidity has been so thick and high and so thick and heavy. We've been in the, it feels like it's like 43 to 44 degrees, which is like about 100, I think it's around 115 degrees. So just absolutely horrendous temperatures. Cheers, everybody. You know what the drink is. So, unfortunately, as you know, I've been out on a truck covering off for a guy that's been off, and the truck that I had, the AC, apparently doesn't work. So you kind of know where this conversation is going. So I got to be honest, I got home yesterday and got into my house where, of course, my house has AC. And I just like literally came in, I marched upstairs, had a shower, literally almost a cold one at that. It was so bad. And I was exhausted, like absolutely exhausted. So, and of course, we've been drinking tons and tons of fluids because really you don't have any interest in eating. You just drinking and drinking and drinking because you're literally in a nonstop sweat. So long story short, I was pretty tired yesterday. So there was no way on this planet I was going to be doing any kind of leg workout. So, and I have to admit, I still kind of have a little bit of a headache now. So we're back drinking more EAAs this morning, just trying to replenish. And yeah, so this isn't going to be any extensive cardio session today. This is really going to be about recuperation. I see somebody just logged in first here. I don't know who it is. I can't see it from here, but I know someone just did a check-in. Here we go. I think it's Ink Pitbull. Welcome in. Ink Pitbull's in the house. Okay, so let's talk about the next situation. I just complained about the heat, so you missed it. I'm almost begging for cold weather now. Anyways, last night I did a bit of a stream last night, a test stream. I made a number of changes. Yeah, I know, laughing big time. I made a number of settings changes. So we are streaming on the full platform right now. So let's see if my changes that I made take effect and don't give me any grief. So let's see over the next hour or two if things improve. So I've got my eye peeled on the computer, and I'm watching to see. So far, we're in the green zone. As you all know, we talked openly about, we got the new modem, we got the new Cadillac, Ferrari, literally the top of the line modem from my internet provider. So, as most of you know, I use Prism Desktop, not OBS. Actually, I wound up uninstalling OBS. Psycho and I were talking about this, so I uninstalled it, and I'm going to reinstall it today and try and set things up and see. So yeah, but anyways, right now we're in the green. Right now we are pretty level on our bit rate. So with that being said, let's see what happens. Ink Pitbull, how are you this morning? I saw you were streaming that dating game again last night, but I got to admit, I was literally in bed. It's weird because OBS worked good for me the last for last night. You meant, yeah. Yeah, I would use OBS, and I have. The downside is it just doesn't let me. When I multi-stream, it rescales my output to a 720 to YouTube, which, you know, we talked about this the other week, right? Like, who streams in 720? I mean, we got platforms now that are promoting, hey, we're gonna go to 1440. I mean, I can barely stream at 1080. So, anyways. Hopefully we're okay, but night before wasn't good, yeah. Like, honestly, I mean, I understand there's a number of platforms that people can use, and everybody kind of gravitates to the one that they like best. The first platform that I used was Prism. Yeah, graphics are important. Well, that's it, right? Like, you know, listen, in 07, 08, if you were streaming in 720, you were cutting edge. I mean, let's be honest, it's 2025. I mean, 1080 is barely acceptable now. I mean, that is what everybody's doing, but I mean, go look on YouTube. How many people are even above that at 1440 and then up into the 4K range? I mean, plenty of people are. I mean, we're broadcasting NHL hockey in 4K now. I mean, you know, so for these platforms, they have to improve. But I can't be putting out content in 720. That's just not gonna happen. You know, it's got to be bare minimum 1080 in this in 2025. And again, that's almost to the point now of bare minimum. So anyways, long story short, we'll see if this works today. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board. So far, it seems like it's okay. Anyways, let's move on. So yeah, we got legs coming up later on today. Not sure if it's going to be in or out. I don't know. The heat wave is supposed to break today, and when we say something like that, you know what that means. You know what's coming. Probably some rainstorms. So we'll keep tabs on where we're at for legs. Probably going to be a 3 p.m. start. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll keep you posted if anything's going to change. Yeah, last night, fell asleep on the couch. Literally laid down, I was out, I was done. Just like completely tapped out, I was finished. So, fell asleep on 2 different occasions and then finally crawled up to bed. So, got a good night's sleep. You know, we're here now, getting our drink in. Just honestly, this is just a leisure bike ride today. I'm not here to set any records. We're not here to crush cardio because I actually want to get off of here and get some extreme stretching in. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, big time. Yeah. Okay, so Monday I was done at 10:15. I started at 3:30 in the morning. I was up by 2:15. I was on my way by 3:30 at my first call by 10 to 4. And I like literally it was bang, 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 knocked it all off, done 10:15. I was home by 10 to 11. So I missed the super duper heat wave on that day. Like, it was hot, but it didn't get really ramped up until about 2, 3 o'clock, where it hit 43, 44 again. Yesterday, I knew I wasn't going to be that lucky, and I wasn't. And I didn't finish up until 12:30. By the time I got back and unloaded, because we're off today, it was after 1 o'clock by the time I got home. And by that point, like, it was actually, I guess it was probably closer to 1:30 by the time I got home. I was completely exhausted. And yeah, I literally walked in. I was saying before you got on, and I just literally walked in, went upstairs, and had a shower instantly. Like, I was done, and I was really tired. It's just, yeah, the heat just takes it out of you, because I was in a non-stop sweat fest for, 8 hours straight. Like, from the time I got going yesterday, it was literally non-stop sweat fest. So, redeeming first here on Kick. Welcome in, Ink Pitbull. Appreciate that. I don't think Obi's here. I think it could be an Obi free zone right now. See, I told you. Yeah, no, you're not selling me on that. Listen, I've been waiting for summer, and I mean, we get one of these every year. It just doesn't usually happen in June, and that's what everybody's talking about. Like, I was saying yesterday on stream, and people are like, what? Yeah, our kids are still in school here, dude. Like, it's the final week. But usually we don't get that kind of heat in June. Like, usually the first, second, third weeks of July, absolutely, 100%, you're going to get a couple of heat waves. But when I mentioned yesterday about kids, or no, sorry, it was the day before, that the kids are still in school, people were like, what? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yeah. See, okay, so I can only compare it to a state down, in the USA that I'm familiar with, and that's Kentucky, because my uncle lives there, right? So his school season, and he taught in school for 40 years. He was in the Kentucky State Board of Education for 40 years. So he openly said to me, our school ends in May, and they go back in August. Okay. Up here where I am in Ontario, Canada, and pretty much all of Canada is the same. Your kids start in September, and they finish in June, because historically, summer in Canada is July and August. It's been that way for as long as I have ever known, for as long as I can ever remember, and for as long as history tells us it's been like that. So, and don't forget, in Canada, summer starts June 21st. That is actually the official day of summer, and summer doesn't end. Fall begins like September, like I think it's either 21st or 26th. That's when summer ends. So, kids get 2 months off, July and August. It's usually between, 8 weeks of that, 9, usually around 10 weeks, give or take, the kids are off school. So that's kind of the way it's always been here. So, yeah, I mean, I only knew about Kentucky and how they did it because my wife and I, before we had kids, used to go visit, and we historically kind of visited when it was a little bit cooler. Only 2 months still seems weird. When I was in school, we had roughly June, July, and August off, so we had 3 months. Yeah, no. Okay, so college here and university in Canada, you usually finish up the first week of May. Like, literally the first week of May is exam week, and then you're off the balance of May, you're off the balance of June, July, August, and you don't go back into September. You're off for 4 or 5 months. Like my boy right now, my youngest, he's 21, but still my youngest, but he's off now. He's been off since, again, final week of April. He's now off for, until September when they go back. And historically, the way it kind of works is that the elementary kids go first, and then the college kids go the second week of September. So that's kind of the way you do it. It is kind of interesting how certain states, because not every state in the USA is the same. Um, some of them have different school schedules. So yeah, it is interesting. But here in Canada, where basically the way the weather for the most part, give or take, is historically the same. Of course, British Columbia would get really offended at me saying that. same with Yukon and the Northwest Territories. They'd probably get a little ticked off. But you know, that's kind of our summers in Canada are the same. So the school system here, for the most part, has always been the same. And with me all saying that, we have had here where I live in Ontario, where schools have tried different scheduling. We had some private schools that said, well, we're not going to give the kids the summer off. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. They're going to take longer times off, blah, blah, blah. So there's just different things going on, but for the most part, this is the way it's always been. So interesting anyways. Yeah. So yeah, we also, like I said, we got legs today. We're off today, which is kind of nice. So I'll enjoy my recuperation day. I actually thought about naming the stream that, recuperating after the heat wave, but I decided not to. It's not like I'm like beat up, right? I'm just tired. Yeah, today there will be. Yeah, I got to get legs in today. I don't want to skip it. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 o'clock probably, give or take. So, and again, I don't know if it'll be in or out. This weather is breaking today because the high tomorrow's like 20, 21. It's gonna be like, seriously, it's gonna be 40 degrees cooler tomorrow. Like, that's with the humidity. Take the humidity out, it's gonna be about 12 to 14 degrees cooler tomorrow than it was yesterday. Crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah. I haven't really heard much about it. See, this is one of the issues that, this type of news cycle that we live in, like, we don't, once another news story takes over, all the other news disappears. You know what I'm saying? Like, what have we been talking about for 2 days? 3 days. We've been talking about the heat, and we've been talking about Iran and Israel, right? Yeah, our weather down here hasn't been as polluted. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Same here, though, to be honest. But, like, we talked about the fires, and then, of course, that talk disappears because now there's a new lead story, which was the heat wave coming in. But then that got overshadowed by Iran, Israel, USA, So where's the wildfires? It's disappeared. I mean, I'm sure they're still burning, but nobody's talking about it. I do believe, though, a lot of those wildfires got put out. And another news story was Canada Post going on strike. Now, they never did officially go on strike, so I know there was a ratification in part, but I don't think the postal carriers ratified the deal, so I got to double check that, because I still got to send a shirt off to Obi. I just haven't done it yet because I was wanting to make sure that if I sent it, he's going to get it, as opposed to if I sent it, then it gets lost in La La Land and it sits, in a postal warehouse waiting for the deal to be ratified. So I got to follow up with that today as well. And today I got to try and find out what's wrong with my treadmill, because it won't work, period. So I don't know I don't even hear the power come on. So that's a bit of a problem. So I'm kind of hoping it isn't dead, because the thought of me trying to take that out of here again is going to be not very good. Well, you live in the Arctic North, and he lives... Yeah, I know. Well, it's got to go across an ocean, so... yeah, that might be a little bit difficult. What's on the agenda for you today? What's going on? Yeah, it is the famous Northwest Passage. I got to admit, though, that Northwest Passage got to go up across Greenland and got to go across to Iceland. What's going on with your? Are you still doing a lot of the personal training stuff? Like, is that your main job? I think it is. I think that's what you told me before. Yeah. I've been looking at a number of websites to get my certificate. Haven't done it yet because kind of been busy. Um, but yeah, I've been looking into it. One of those things that you're kind of shocked when you look into it. It's like, man, that's not cheap, eh? Like, that's just not cheap. And there's so many different levels and so many different, you know, quote unquote certifications. And yeah, it's actually a little surprising. So I guess the big famous one was I think it's the ISSA or is it NASM or something? And the other one, there's a couple different ones I've looked at. So, and I know Psycho had talked about getting into it. Yeah, I'm not sure how Canada does. I think it's that their rules are going to be a bit different when here in the States, because in the States here any clueless buffoon can be. Oh yeah, you don't need the certificate. You don't like to be one. There's no like I could say I'm a personal trainer. I don't have any quote unquote training. NASMA, yeah, and ACE are the three. Yeah. Anybody can be a personal trainer. I mean, you don't have to be certified. It's we used to call it window dressing. You know, if you are certified in something, well then of course you must know. You know, it doesn't mean you really know. It's like you just said, some clueless buffoon went to college and got a business degree. Well, he must know something. Well, you know, he didn't attend half the classes, mind you, but he did pass. You know, yeah, no, I get it. But if you have it, well, now you have the window dressing, right? You've got it. Look, I've got my certificate. I'm a personal trainer, or I've got my business diploma. So, yeah, I know, I get it. Yeah. I mean, gyms back in the 80s, before there were any of this thing, there were personal trainers there. I mean, I used to watch these guys. And, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not like they knew anything more than anybody else. So, yeah, it will help to get hired. It will help to get hired, like, out of a gym if you've got certification, because then you're more likely to have insurance and more likely to know what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, I can't 100% say for sure, but I don't believe for a second that personal training industry is governed by anything. Anybody can put an ad up on Kijiji or Craigslist and say, hey, personal trainer, got a home gym, looking for clients, blah, blah, blah. You know, anybody can do it. And believe me, that's what a lot of people do. They got home gyms. Garage gyms aren't as popular here in Canada. They're just not. And it's obviously the climate. You know, I mean, you know, like a lot of guys and a lot of people here on Twitch and Kick got their garage gyms. I mean, they battle the elements. You know, that's why a basement gym for me works better. And I mean, my outdoor gym's open for 5 months out of the year, but you know, you're not going to catch me out there in December trying to do something. So, yeah. I mean, like anything, anybody can put an ad up. I mean, there's lots of bodybuilders who are personal trainers who have absolutely no certificates and they don't even need them. I mean, I knew guys back in the early 90s who were not pro bodybuilders, but provincial national training bodybuilders, competing competitive bodybuilders who were all, personal trainers. That's what they did. It's funny that you mentioned about exercising outdoors in December. I was watching an IRL streamer in Russia, and they went through a park. Snow is knee deep, and the whole area for lifting weights is completely full of people. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Russians, like if that's what you're accustomed to and that's what you're up to and you can handle it, all the power to you. I'm just somebody personally who's pretty anti-winter these days. And the older I get, the more I learn to despise it. I'd be happy if we had like 2 weeks or 4 weeks of winter and we got right back into spring, but it just ain't happening. Just not gonna happen. Hey, Pitbull, how we doing on top 10? Is Obi lurking or are you gaining on him? I like cold weather, but I'm not sure I want to bench press 300 pounds with frozen bars. Yeah, no, exactly. Let's see, 563. I'd have to go back and see earlier in the stream if the number changed. I don't recall what the number was when I first logged in, because when I first logged in, I did a top 10 immediately. So I don't know if you're gaining on them right now. I think we're going into an ad on Twitch. Yeah, I don't think he is. He would have probably said hi at least, but yeah, maybe you're gaining on him. Today's going to be a longer stream. I don't really have any time constraints till at least 7 a.m. And I really, really need a good stretch because I have not stretched good and solid in a number of days now. So you're going to get your wish today. You're going to get your wish today. We got a longer stream coming up. So, yep. Okay, what are we at time-wise? Just chatting away here. What do we got going on here? 26 plus. We're at 27 minutes. We got 3 minutes left on this 30-minute ride. And then we're going to get off, and we're going to get a good stretch in today. Like, this is going to be an extended stretch. My back's a little bit sore. My hams and glutes are screaming tight. So, yeah, we're going to get a definite... and I'm almost ready to applaud, but I'm not going to quite yet. But so far, the stream has been flawless. So maybe my changes I made... I found a guy on YouTube, and I apologize. I don't even know his name to give him a plug here. But he kind of went step by step on setting up for the best stream. So, of course, it was basically for Streamlabs and OBS, but I just used a lot of his ideas on Prism here. So I think we might be out of the woods. This has been like, whoo, smooth. I haven't had one buffer. I haven't had anything, so I'm pretty happy so far here. I was honestly thinking, like, if I couldn't sort this out, we were gonna go back to like when I first started streaming, and I had this I had my son's laptop down here in those days, and I was streaming on OBS. Sorry, I was streaming on Twitch, and then I had a second camera set up for YouTube. And that's how we used to do it back in the old days, because you weren't allowed to multi-stream in those days. But now they allow it, so thank goodness. Alrighty, what are we at? What are we at? We are at back in the day. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, when I started streaming, April of 23, we couldn't do it. Weren't allowed to multi-stream. Frosty Tools coming in, sticking through these ad breaks, supports the stream. Alrighty, newscast update, chats buzzing with winter love and school break nostalgia. Ink Pitbull questions June, schooling, while Bodrix hypes the home gym fitness YouTube channel. Liberty Street Rock drops a new track alert, top 10 Liberty points revealed, who's climbing the ranks? And remember, outdoor workouts in Russia's snow? That's next level dedication. There you go. Well, they basically, from what everything I read, you're allowed to multi-stream. They just don't like multi-chat. Simple as that. Okay, no problem. That came out in, I think it was November either 2023 or 2024. They started to allow it. I think it was November 23. I could be wrong on that, but so I mean, I've been multi-streaming pretty much the whole time, and yeah, I do have my multi-chat going. I mean, I read that they would give you a warning first. You'd actually get two. You could be subject to 2 warnings. So I mean, I've never received one. I mean, a small streamer like me, I don't think they're gonna give me a hard time about it. Yeah, Diet Lynn, everybody's been talking now for days about how they changed the affiliate program. So, again, that was a little interesting. The qualifications have now changed. Okay, there's our 30 minutes, everybody. All right, let's put the bike away. Let's grab the log book here, and we'll log our numbers. Yeah, I just read about the change, so interesting. I have to admit, I wasn't up on the fact that they had changed it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you're lurking away, I appreciate it. Liberty Street Rock here in the indoor home gym today. It's early in the morning here. I think it's June 25 today, or 20. Is it 26 already, or is it 25? 25. Okay, so we did cardio. And what did we do for time? 31 minutes. We did 8.58 kilometers. And 128.3 on the calories. Okay. Okay, let's put this back here. Okay. We're going to put the bike away. So bear with me for a moment. Yeah, I had no clue they were even thinking about changing the qualifications to get your your affiliate status. I mean, hey, if they want to do it, then go ahead, do it. Okay, bike is away. Oh yeah, I see the bit rate is a bit of a mess actually, but at least there's no issue. Okay, so let's turn this down. Okay. Alright, let's get a good stretch in. Alright, let's start off with some deep breath. One more. lot of stretching, eh, Pitbull? Let's go to the other side. Point the toe up. Okay, let's go back over to the right side again. Stretch now. We just finished 30 minutes on the bike, getting in a long overdue stretch. Point that toe up. Okay, hang on, I'll fix it. Let's try that. It should be a little bit better. All right, let's do that. Okay, that should be better. I was just asking if you do a lot of stretching. Okay, let's point the toe up. Do you do a lot of stretching? Oh no, okay. Okay, we're gonna get on the floor now. We're gonna work on these hamstrings for a few minutes. Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Okay, that should be better. You should be able to hear my voice a little bit more clear. Oh yeah, hamstrings are very tight this morning. Okay, we're just going back and forth on these hamstrings. go up way over top. Okay, let's sit up tall. Do the other side. Yeah, do the center. Yeah, let's go back over to the left again. Okay, deep breath. Let's go back to the left. Okay, let's go back to the center. Okay, roll the shoulders back. Okay, one more time over to the right. Okay, let's bring the legs in. Okay, left leg out. Okay, take a deep breath. Exhale. Lean in again. Okay, switch it out. Right leg out. Okay, deep breath. And lean into your stretch and exhale. Okay, let's go again. Exhale on the way down. Okay. All right, let's lay back. Cross your right leg over. Take your left arm behind your knee. Gently roll to the left. Okay, back up. Switch sides. Okay, lay your left leg down, bring your right leg up, left hand behind your knee. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, and let's roll over towards the left. Right leg down, left leg up, right hand behind the knee. And let's do a gentle roll to the right. Okay, come on up. All right, let's grab a drink. Okay, let's get a glute stretch in. And go to the other side. Appreciate that, Pitbull. Okay, let's lay back once again. Lay your left leg down, bring your right leg back up. Switch legs. Okay. Okay, let's grab our back roller here. Let's work on our back for a minute. Now, one that I like is putting it this way, and then working the back side to side. let's work the lat. Okay. Okay, let's get some lat stretches in and pec stretches in. Okay, right side. All right, let's get some pec stretches in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Liberty Street Rock here in the home gym. Getting in our morning cardio and some stretching. Excuse me. Long overdue stretch. Ink Pitbull is here in the house joining us. GPB on Kick is here with us as well. So welcome in. Appreciate you lurking. Okay, let's do a pec stretch now with our arm up and down perpendicular. Let's get deep into a lat or into a pec stretch here. Okay, do the right side. My poor neighbor, man. Dude, brutal. They had to take the whole tree down. So while I was streaming on Monday, she's in her house, which is just 2 doors down. And she said, I got the music cranked. I'm cleaning. She goes, I don't even hear it. And all of a sudden this tree falls, and it fell eastward way. So it falls across the sidewalk, takes out her fence, it falls across the boulevard, right out onto the road. She doesn't even know it fell. She goes, I thought I heard something. She looks out, she goes, I don't see my fence. Fence is gone. It's laying down. And so fire department showed up in less than 3 or 4 minutes. They blocked the street. Yeah, my wife came down and she whispers to me, I think there's an accident, but it wasn't. So she comes back like 5 minutes later because she went down the street because she was nosy to see what's going on. And she comes down, she goes, so-and-so's tree just fell. I said, well, I'm in the middle of streaming. I'm not going to just stop the stream. I'll be finished shortly. So, yeah. So she, I guess she called her dad. And they took the whole tree down, put her fence back up, and away you go. Okay, let's lose the shoes. So I did eventually after the stream. I went down and had a look, and yeah, fence was down, tree was down, and then they just cut the whole tree down on her. Now the difference between her tree and my tree, mine had already been, I used the word deemed, but ultimately had been qualified as a historic tree. So that's why I didn't pay for mine to come down. That would have been $50,000 or more, $60,000. Last year, I had that happen. Straight line winds, tree came crashing down through my fence, took out part of my shed, came to rest against the house. Yeah, that's not fun, dude. Yeah. Where I live, I'm in a very old historic area, and there are a lot of trees. I mean, some of them are absolutely beautiful, but like everything, they do rot, they do get old, and specifically the one that was beside my house qualified for that. It was 100 years old exactly, and after they cut it down, my dad always said to me, he goes, if that tree ever comes down, you count the rings. And he was always like, that's got to be 100 plus, 120 years old for sure. So he passed away a few years ago, and then literally actually like, what was it? 6 weeks after he died, the tree fell. And I counted the tree, I counted the rings after they cut it down, and it was exactly 100 years old. It was actually the same age as the house. So that's how old it was. It was planted exactly the same time as the house. So with that tree that came down, did you cut it down, or did you have to call a crew in to do it? Yep, yep. Yeah, we had when the big tree came down here, there was a 60-foot boom cherry picker, I should say, a 60-foot cherry picker, and then they had a big boom as well. So every branch that was cut was tied off, and they just literally winched it down, or but that's how they did it. And then they would drop it, and the guys would cut it and then put it into the shredder, or the big stuff went into the back of a truck, and they took it away, and that's how they did it. But unfortunately, that tree that came down took out my son's car, crushed it, so that sucked when the limb let go, and wiped out my company car, which they ultimately fixed. Yeah, so it wasn't a fun time, that's for sure. Okay, let's get in some quad stretches, groin stretches. Let's get into some of those now. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you lurking, hanging out. If you want to stop in and say hi or good morning, chat's open. If you're not following, make sure you throw us a follow from wherever you're watching. And we'll be sure to get you some push-ups this morning. And Pitbull, I'm sure you can agree, a much smoother stream this morning. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with so far. Okay, let's go back to the other leg again. Okay, let's go back to the other leg. And we will be back this afternoon for legs. Now, at this point, I don't know if it's going to be the inside gym where I am currently or the outdoor gym. That I don't know yet. We'll have to see what the weather's like. Let's play on our side. Okay, let's go with the other side. Yeah, where I am, there's been a heat wave, and it's breaking today. So usually that means thunderstorms, rain, maybe potentially thunder, lightning. So, because tomorrow's going to be substantially cooler compared to what we've had. Monday we hit 34 degrees Celsius, and Thursday is going to be 20 to 21. So a rather massive temperature drop. But to get to that, there's going to be some form of some storms. So we'll keep you posted. Basically, it's going to work like this. If I can't stream outside, yeah, you know where I'm going to be. Okay. Yeah, let's do that again. That one didn't quite go as well as I wanted it to. Bring it back in. All right, let's go again. Get through the other leg. Dracona King, good morning. I see ya. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you this morning? Getting in some major stretching today. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling better. The last couple of days zapped it out of me with the heat, but just been getting in some stretching this morning. Got a bike ride in. So yeah, just drinking up some EAAs this morning, just trying to replenish after a couple of super hot days. Kind of getting ready for some legs this afternoon, so getting in some shoulder maintenance here today. How you doing? How'd you survive all that heat? Nice. What about yesterday? Because I kind of felt yesterday was worse than Monday. Yesterday's the one that kind of got me because I was out in it till 1:30. That was me. That was me. Yeah. Monday, I was home and done by before 11 o'clock. I mean, granted, I was up at 2 a.m. I was already at my first call by 10 to 4. But yesterday, yeah, it got to me because I didn't finish up everything till 12:30, unloaded, and then drove home. Yeah, by the time I got home, it was like close to 1:30, so I was pretty beat up. I mean, I had the big massive jug. I filled it twice yesterday. Yeah, it got to me. But hey, you know what? Today I'm off, so kind of a replenishing day. Again, just a lot of stretching here this morning, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Just getting in some long overdue stretches, getting in some long overdue. Got some cardio. I just did a leisure bike ride today. Today's kind of like a recuperation day, but I do have to do legs, so I think we're going to do those around 3 o'clock today. All right, one more back stretch. This side's been kind of bugging me. All right. Are you working today, Draconic King? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're off every Wednesday, so Thursday, by the time we go back Thursday, I hear it's supposed to be substantially cooler. So I'm kind of guessing rain today or thunderstorms of something. So we'll see. Well, hopefully you're all right today and make it through today okay. It's supposed to break today, so let's hope it does. Ooh, look at that, 413. Man, not bad, eh? Not bad. Okay. You were there this morning. You were number 10 this morning. Oh yeah, Buzzing Rangers got 90. Yeah, you have 80, I think, is where you were. Yeah, yeah, he still got a little bit on you. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All good, all good. Well, the one thing I'm happy about is the stream went off today without a hitch, so maybe all the changes that I made kind of worked out for the best. So I'm kind of happy about that, I have to admit. Bit rate still a little bit all over the map here, but it's at least the stream was much better. Okay, we're gonna raid out everybody. That's gonna do it for this morning for me. I gotta get some breakfast, and I gotta get my wife to work. So we're gonna see who's on this morning. And let's have a quick gander and see who's on here today. Let's have a look and see who's on. I haven't been on in the morning for so long. All right, let's go see Colin up in Montreal. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll catch you all this afternoon. We'll be back, and we'll be ready to go this afternoon at probably 3-4 o'clock. Dracona King, appreciate you coming in. Ink Pitbull hanging out the whole stream. All you lurkers, I appreciate you. We had a good one here today. We will see you all this afternoon. Cheers, everyone.